Well, it's only been a few days since we talked about the TLR-2 that went bad on my pistol. And over those couple of days, I went online and checked a couple of places and found a TLR-2 HLG, which is what I talked about in the last video, that I wanted to get to try out, because I figured as long as I was going to have to buy a new weapon light, I might as well upgrade. So here's the old light. Here's my TLR-2. I haven't sent it back to Streamlight yet. I sent an email to them and I'm waiting to hear back. I figure maybe the wheels are just turning slow because of the holiday weekend. It's Columbus Day right now. So luckily I got in the mail from a package from Optics Planet. Optics Planet didn't send this to me. They're just the place that had the cheapest price and the easiest turnaround time for the TLR-2 HLG. So we're going to take a look at it. I got my super high-end, ultra-tactical $10 knife on sale at Cabela's here again today, doing my cutting duties. Here, we'll put that there so everybody can see the beauty of it. So there it is. I imagine it mounts and all that the same as the other one. And hopefully it all fits in the same holster. Be awesome. Yeah, it's still got the little spacer for Glock in there. They come with, if I remember from the last time I did this, with an adjusting tool where you can sight it in, and a whole bunch of other spacers for different pistols. There's one on here marked 92 and TSW 99, one marked H&K 1913. So it's got all the different rail segments. I'm sure I'll lose this at some point, but it's got all the little rail sections in case I want to put on something else. So in case this new light doesn't work out as a pistol light for me, which some people have claimed it won't, and I don't know, we'll figure it out as I use it. Maybe it's way too high a lumen rating to use indoors. I might have to end up mounting it onto a rifle, and that's all the components that I might need for that. So I'll throw some batteries in it. I already know quite a bit about this light from having used other TLR-2s over the years, so hopefully there shouldn't be all too many surprises. And now that I've said that, it's an entirely different mechanism for opening the thing up and putting the batteries in. Well, I'm going to have to revert to the instructions. Alright, now I've figured it out. See, on the old TLR-2s, there used to be just a little tab here that you would pop open and the door came off and you put your batteries in. Well, it appears that on the new ones, they have a new system that keeps the door captive. So we pop this little lever up and then pull out from the bottom. There's a little tab down here that retains it. So we pop the lever up, pull it up and out of the tab, and then the doors retain. That's probably a pretty good idea. I like that they, maybe that's not innovative, but at least they're thinking. They didn't just put a different head and a different emitter on it to make a new model and then charge extra. That's actually pretty cool that they thought that one through. All right, so on the TLR-2s, there's a little battery direction indicator. This is one of the things I really like about police equipment as opposed to equipment that's made for consumer use, is that they just put the directions on the outside of it because they know we're not going to read the directions properly, which is pretty awesome. Makes it a lot easier. So put the tab back down and flip this latch in, and hopefully it comes on here. There we go. So these are meant to have, hopefully you can see the green laser. It's pretty bright out here. I didn't wait for sundown or shade or anything, so see a little green laser in the light. So you switch it all the way over to the what would be the passenger side of a car. You get green laser and a light, and then in the middle is just light, and then the other end is just green laser, which is what the other one was supposed to do, but didn't quite do very well. Get this mounted up on my pistola. Make sure it fits into the same holsters. Oh, there it goes. Now I can really work on wearing that screw like I did in the other ones by taking it on and off with my keys. It's on there pretty good. Seems to work. And mounts in the same holster. It seems to retain a little snugger. Maybe it's just because this light isn't worn. I guess I'll have to just unscrew the retention a little bit. You can see there's slight body differences between the two lights. There seems to be some cooling fins on the higher lumen one. This is, I think, 200 lumens, and this is a 650 lumen light. But they seem to be the same, or pretty much the same external dimensions, so any holster that's made for this should work with this. I'm hoping it still works from my Raven concealment holster and all the other ones. I guess we'll see over time. But that's it. It's just a kind of a look at a new piece of gear. I will let you guys know when I get this other Streamlight light into Streamlight and see if it's covered under warranty. And if I get it back, I'll do a side-by-side between the two of them. And I'll let you know how it goes with the really high lumen rating and green laser at work, because I'm working tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's on day shift, but I'm sure I'll find some abandoned house that I end up having to go into that's all boarded up to use the light inside of and permanently blind myself. Or maybe it won't be that big of an issue. We'll see. I know with my Maelstrom G5 that you've seen on my rifle, that's a really rough one. It's got a lot of throw and a lot of light. It puts out like 650 lumens on turbo, so I normally leave that turned down to just high, which is 250 lumens, just a little bit more than this. It's about as much as I have on my Streamlight Stinger LED. That one works really well indoors, and I can turn it on turbo outside. I kind of wish Streamlight made one that you could turn it up and down. Of course, since I haven't read the manual yet, maybe it does. I kind of wish Streamlight made a weapon light that turns up and down. I haven't seen anybody making a weapon light that has a turbo mode for outside and a regular mode for inside. It doesn't seem to be a big thing with rifle lights either, and the Maelstrom G5, I really like it for that reason, so hopefully that catches on. Check out the Patreon if you haven't already. There's a lot of cool stuff up there. I've got Cocked and Locked as a duty weapon is up since the last time I talked to you guys. It's up in its final version up on the Patreon page, so if you're a patron, go over there and check that out. If you're not, $1 a month, you could be seeing it right now instead of waiting until Thursday. You guys be safe. We'll see you next week. I'd like to thank all the Patreon supporters, and especially the shift supervisor level Patreon supporters that we have listed here. Your contributions are what allows free field training to continue on and become better. Thank you. Well, if you like that video, go ahead and subscribe, because there's a whole lot more to come. As soon as I finish up these calls, go 10-8. County 291. 291.